Silent Hill 2 Remake. Let's put the mic closer to the mouth. Let's get to talking about that game. Silent Hill 2 Remake, man. I've been playing it on stream for the past few days or so. Bluebird team, man, they did a good job. I gotta say that at least. I want to touch up on some things. I want to touch up on how they managed to keep that OG classic atmosphere, if they succeeded. I want to touch up on gameplay, if the gameplay is up to modern standards. I want to touch up on the story and character development. And then in total, I want to kind of mention how the game performs. Graphics. Let's call it graphics, all right? Starting off with the atmosphere, it is on the nail, dude. I've never seen a remaster remake be this like on the money, dude. Sometimes when I was playing, especially in the prison and in the hospital, I forgot that I was playing the remake. I thought I was playing Silent Hill 2 modded with a few little graphical improvements, and that's not a bad thing. I'm talking about the atmosphere, okay? Walking around the streets of Silent Hill, the very beginning, you know, right out of the cemetery, you come in and you're walking down the streets, and that goddamn music starts settling. I'll put it up. I'll play it right now. That music instantly told me, yeah, they got it down. They know what they're doing, okay? They know what they're doing with that. The atmosphere is probably one of the most, if not the most important thing when it comes to Silent Hill games. Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 3 are what I would call the peak of Silent Hill atmosphere. That creepy yet somehow calming undertone, and it's all just like dreamy, and you don't know if it's a bad dream or a good dream. It's like a lucid state of dreaming. That's what I kind of relate when I hear the soundtrack. They did a good job with the atmosphere, at least with the sound design. And I will also say that how James reacts, you can hear him subtly like really breathe stressed out and scared, especially when you see Pyramid Head for the first time. When he's you know, swinging around, James hides in a cupboard or the thing, yeah, you know, yeah, and you can hear him with his nose, like he's like that little extra detail when you can hear the actual character be frightened, it adds a layer of depth that Silent Hill 2, the OG, would not be able to have. And also the environment, I want to touch up on that, because the environment, oh my god, I've never been so immersed in a game. Well, I'll come to that because there's a minus sign of that immersion. But what I will say, that the way that the atmosphere was enhanced by these subtle, sometimes little screams, whispers, which was also in the OG, but it was just like so well placed, and it wasn't obnoxious. It wasn't all the time. You didn't really know when it was just gonna come. It wasn't a scare. It was more of a world building sound. It was a part of that level. It wasn't a scare. And also the scares, they weren't, I was from the get-go, I was like, oh, I gotta crawl through this space. Oh, there's gonna be a jump scare. There was never one single jump scare. Okay, they kept it true. If you go into Silent Hill 2 OG, there's nothing. There's not a single jump scare. The only jump scare that there is that there is a monster from a corner which you can't see because the camera's fixed, and it'll come in front of you. It's not a jump scare. There's no loud bang or anything like that. Yeah, and visually, dude, I mean, when he opened up the fridge and it was like rotting inside, you see like intestines falling out, dude, I was disgusted, but I was kind of turned on at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, because goddamn, that shit looks nasty, and that's supposed to look nasty. And yes, look nasty. In the rotten room, in the labyrinth, oh my god, with all the bugs crawling, oh my god, that was disgusting. The moth puzzle really got me because I hate moths. It actually kind of creeped me. It gave me a little bit of goosebumps. All right, let's move on to the next thing. I'm gonna move on to gameplay now. Listen, gameplay, at first I was skeptical, because you know what, I've seen remasters, and you know what, I've seen them. And dude, let's start off with you know, the world interaction. Dude, the world interaction is so cool. There's something about James going around to cars and to windows and whatnot and hitting that thing Dang, dang, you know what I'm talking about? And you grab a little shotgun shells, little bottle of, I don't even know what's in that bottle, but it's good because we're getting a hero of it. I love that. I love that, the facts that we have to get that extra scavenge survival kind of thing in there. I love that kind of stuff. And it also makes you think a little bit more because you're like, okay, I can interact with this world. Well, it's not just walls and doors I have to walk into to see if they're closed or not, which you still have to do. And in the hotel, for example, there's this box. Don't know, not that many spoilers, but there's this box, right? At one point, and it lays on a glass plane outside. You can't get to it. There's nothing there, right? But you shoot the goddamn glass. What? And that was so cool to me, dude, because it's like, it feels so much more natural to take an approach where the world around you, the walls around you, the cars around you are breakable and interactable with, because it gives that extra layer of immersion. What else do I want to? Ooh, the combat. Oh my god, the combat. I love the combat. The aiming system, you have to get used to it. It does make sense because James has probably never wielded a gun in his life. But I will say the combat is really nice. The dodging mechanics is really nice. It doesn't lock you into an animation. You can heal and still dodge. You can attack and then dodge right after, or stop your attack and dodge. It stops instantly. That makes you so much more able to dodge attacks and so much more able to keep that health going. But it also rewards you a lot because once you dodge an enemy and know their attacks, you can punish them. The guns are really cool. It's still the same guns, of course. It's still the same story and everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the gameplay. Really solid gameplay. Story and character development, yes. I just want to say yes. Dude, the characters portrayed by the facial and audible expressions that they do is 10 out of 10. I mean, it's damn near 10 out of 10. If you look back in Silent Hill 2 OG and you look at the cutscenes, dude, it looks like it's straight out of an adult movie, bro. They all sound turned on. I don't know how to explain it. Dude, I don't know what it is with Japanese game makers and making females and males just like sound completely aroused. Here, none of that. James was sounding so confused and so driven by this calling of his late wife. Angela with her very, oh my god, it like twisted my heart a little bit when I saw after the daddy boss fight, if you know, you know, how she was like just broke down in front of James and she just like started sobbing. You did not see that level of emotion in Silent Hill 2 OG. You did not see that. You did have sad scenes, but here it's actually sad. When James meets Laura, the little girl, in the hotel, and he reads the letter from Mary, and you can hear Mary, the way she sounds in that, the way James looks at Laura afterwards, and it's just like, dude. Yes, 10 out of 10, dude, for character development, for emotions portrayed on screen, both visually with the face and how they express themselves, but also with how they sound. The voice actors did an amazing job. Props to them, dude. Okay, all of this, what I've said so far, is just positive. I couldn't be more happy about this. And now something that I don't like, which is ultimately gonna bring my score down a little bit, and that is performance and graphics. Unreal Engine 5 has everybody, AAA games, indie games by a chokehold, dude, that they're not letting go. The optimization in this game is so bad, and I know for a fact it's because Unreal Engine 5 is so badly optimized. I mean, I would have stutters, or just I would spike down to 10 FPS every half an hour, 40 minutes, and I was just like, dude, it completely just broke the immersion. I was like, dude, I gotta wait for this shit. I don't want to wait. I don't want to play in 10 FPS. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait out for whatever it's gonna load, and that has to be mentioned. However, the game is good looking, and the details are really cool looking, and it's really cool seeing all these old puzzles and stuff like that being high definition and high detail. I get that it's fun, but it comes at a price. It comes at a price, and that price is unfortunately the enjoyment of the game. I'm just being honest. The game is good, okay? If you like Silent Hill, if you want to get into Silent Hill, this is the game to do it. If you want to start with this genre, you absolutely should. General score, my final score out of 10 is an 8.5. And really, I know it should be a 9.5, but dude, the performance turns it down so much. But yeah, that was my score. Okay, 8.5. I know it should be higher. It should, but dude, trust me, the performance is so bad. The performance is so bad. If you guys disagree or agree with some points and want to build onto it, or if you want to come with a counter, let me know in the comments, dude. Comment section is open, dude. Comment away. And again, it's only my opinion. I know, don't get too stressed about it. Subscribe if you haven't already, dude. It helps me out a lot. Like the video, comment down below again if you have any other opinions, or you want to build upon my opinions and add some of your own, dude. I'm ready. Just put them in there. Okay, put them in there. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.